Dumbfounded Harry dives in backlashes while William embraces many privileges granted by the Queen. The Duke and Duchess of Cambridge want to relocate their family out of London and closer to Granny. Princes George and Louis, 8 and 3, and Princess Charlotte, 6, are rumoured to be considering relocating to Windsor and have even been exploring suitable schools for their 3 children. They currently reside at the 20-bed residence, apartment 1A at Kensington Palace, but they prefer spending time in the country and dislike battling the school-run traffic to and from Thomas's School, Battersea. But their country home, Amner Hall, in Norfolk, where they like to spend school holidays and weekends, is too far away from London to work out full-time. Windsor, meanwhile, would be a perfect commute and would put them in close proximity to the Queen, who has chosen to call Windsor Castle home. But where precisely do the Cambridges live? The Queen has several properties in Windsor, but Wills and Kate are reported to be considering purchasing one of their own. We've only looked at the pads on their radar thus far. Fort Belvedere was erected for the Duke of Cumberland in 1750 to 1755 and later expanded in the Gothic Revival style for King George IV in the 1820s. It is a Grade II listed building within Windsor Great Park and has some quirky features, like an octagonal dining room, added by George IV, and a set of 31 guns which were used to fire salutes until 1907, often for Queen Victoria. Queen Victoria used the place as a tea house and opened it to the public in the 1860s. There's also a swimming pool, which was converted from the Lily Pond by Edward VIII, and a tennis court, which would appeal to tennis fan Kate. There are also stables, which is good news for the 3 Cambridge children who are keen riders, having started taking lessons while holed up in Amner Hall during the pandemic. Fort Belvedere is best known for its part in one of the most famous chapters of royal history, as it was home to Edward and Wallis Simpson. After receiving threatening letters over her association with Edward, American divorcee Wallis Simpson moved into the house, and it was their Fort Belvedere that he signed the instrument of abdication to abdicate the crown in 1936. The Duke and Duchess of Windsor then relocated to France, and their residence was utilized in the filming of the ITV drama Edward and Mrs. Simpson a few years later. During World War II, the place was occupied by the Office of the Commissioners of Crown Lands, after evacuating their London offices. Fort Belvedere then stood empty until 1956 when the Queen's cousin, Honourable Gerald Lascelles, younger son of George V's daughter, Mary, moved in. He did away with a lot of Edward's refurbishments, reducing the vast 30 to 40 room house to a more family-friendly place comprising 6 bedrooms, and 5 bathrooms along with 3 cottages for staff. He gave up the lease in the 1970s, following his divorce, and Canadian billionaire Galen Weston moved in. The retail magnate died last year but his wife Hilary and family continues to live there. They have extended the lake and added a polo stud to the land, which might appeal to William who was a keen player. Adelaide Cottage, another of the Queen's Windsor properties, was rumoured to be a possible home for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. It was built in honour of Queen Adelaide, William IV's wife, and is named for her. It was completed in 1831, making it more modern than Fort Belvedere. Queen Victoria seemed to like doing the rounds in Windsor, as she stopped by this property for tea or breakfast. The real gems of the place came during a renovation in 2015. A ceiling of gilded dolphins was added to the main bedroom, along with a rope decoration from the Royal George yacht and a Greco-Egyptian fireplace. The Cambridges could visit the Queen unseen by the public, by way of the property's 7 gated entrances and exits to Windsor Castle. Gated entrances and